Just enjoy yourself. And keep Nix busy.
And then Mogar's just snarls a little bit like... just turns around and just continues.
Okay. Throwing out two silver to you guys, that's going to cover about 6. And in Nix's case, maybe like 2 small ones.
No, large, please.
I understand. I knew that was. Going to happen.
I'm only covering Mogar's. So.
Okay, sure.
I got my own. I don't need your fancy money.
She independent, no.
You got that 10 gold, girl.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Mogar, then that's going to be 6 to you. There's going to be 2 copper left over. If you continue to ingest to a certain amount, you will function as drunk. You just have to start making fortitude saves.
Oh God!
When does the limit? Even though I am a huge ass dude,
I'll start by the time you finish the 3rd.
Okay, that's what I was gonna stop at, like the
3.
3rd.
Okay, so it's like 3. You know your limit. You know when it's too much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Nix. He's gonna bring out the equivalent of what looks to be a large, but it's the same as Mogar's, and he'll slide it across the bar to you.
Yeah, thank you.
You will not be as lucky as to get 3 down before you have to start fortitude saves.
No, that's fine. But it's like
yes, so drunk ass gnome, like, just like
run into children.
Okay, so Solis, Symarra,
yes.
Cypress, Zokar circles around at the table.
Mm-hmm. So Zokar, you. The one thing I noticed about you, you're very friendly. Maybe in a satyr of a rare breed, you didn't bat an eye at me in indifference. Why is that?
Well, this place is not exactly just free with the amount of people just be walking in here. You've seen it if you come into town. Did you see how many of the tourists are here? Clearly, we're boasting. We're up to our nipples in tourists. This is all in jest, of course. There's no one here. You're the first tourist we've had in a while.
And he looks at Zokar and says, I noticed you do everything by yourself. Why is that?
I have my son in the back, and I've been training him. He's got 1 more year of training before he can take over the Laughing Demon.
How long has your son been working under you?
For pretty much as long as he has been able to hold a spoon and walk.
So, that means you've seen a lot around here. This seems to be the place to be. I mean, from all the gestures and the lovely names you have, I say the townspeople seem to gather here pretty frequently. So, I was wondering, I'm here because I owe a favor for an old friend, but you see, he passed. His name is Petros, the professor. I just wanted to... have you heard of that?
Sad event it happened. I tell everyone, son included, not to go to Harrowstone. The place is falling down. Plus, they say, at night, you can hear the woman, the hag, that seems to be crying out to the moonlight.
Hag, you say?
Well, I say hag, but to be honest, I personally think that it's the warden's wife.
Oh, so he drizz back and he looks towards Cypress. And then looks at Symarra and says, okay, do go on. This is all new to me.
Well, Harrowstone used to be a very, very important place. Biggest prison this side of Galarian. And well, word got out that it was the best establishment to hang up all of the prisoners to dry out, to wear away their woes and the crimes that they committed. And, well, before you knew it, people just started carting them in, bringing them in one by one. And from this point forward, it got a little overpopulated from my understanding. But the storms that cycled through, lightning struck and brought fire and flame and flood. It was bad, very bad. Most people died inside of the prison, including the warden and his wife. And they says when you walk out on a full moon's night, you can hear the warden's wife crying out.
So let's raise his eyebrow, looks at Cypress. Remembers what he says? There's a strange group of people here, I've noticed. Not like back at home for me. Who should we see if we want to visit this this place of mourning?
To Harrowstone? You want to go to Harrowstone?
Maybe.
Boy, you're crazy. You're off your rocker. Don't go there. It's off limits.
And after he says this, I kind of interrupt and speak up, and I go, and how have you been sleeping, man?
Well, a bit thicker in the middle. I could honestly use a bed a bit better. It's hard on me back. I wish I'd been sleeping better, but it's not the case.
I just kind of look back down. Kind of just let you guys keep talking.
So Solis looks down. He says, So Cypress, you keep asking people why they're not sleeping well at night. Is there a big problem that we need to know about? He kind of, even though he heard what Cypress said earlier about the possessor, he don't want to put that out there. So I'm just trying to include Zolkar in on this conversation, slowly trying to get stuff out of him without us pulling too much. This question to you, Cypress.
Sorry. Say it again. I got distracted a little bit. My bad.
I was asking. So you bring up people not sleeping well at night. Well, can you go into detail within here in front of Zolkar? Maybe he can help us with, said issue.
I just haven't been sleeping well, man, since I got here, and kind of lean in a little bit towards the bartender, and I say, and I hear other people maybe aren't sleeping well either.
Well, I don't know, to be honest. It's hard to remember. My son and we sleep just fine, as far as I know, but it's not like I'm waking up in the weirdest of spots. It's not that I can recall a whole lot. I will say that my dreams have been a bit odd lately, but nothing too out of the ordinary.
Well, man, what are you dreaming about, dude?
This place isn't exactly sunshine and rainbows. I'm sure you've seen it. So, typically it's doom and gloom, the normal.
But how are these different?
Well, I've been seeing people, particularly a woman. She's been coming at me. She's been coming to me in the night, and which I see her, she's been calling out. And I tries to save hers, but I can't.
She familiar, man?
Never seen her, not a day in my life, but I wished I had. She's beautiful.
At this, Cypress gets shivers down his spine. Visibly, he kind of he has to shake it off, and kind of gives a glance back at what was it again? I keep
Solis.
Solis. Okay, there you go. Just kind of shrugs at him. What do you what do you think?
I think there's something definitely connecting all these sleepwalkers, people that are staying up at night. Wait, Symarra's a witch, right?
Yeah, a sorcerer.
A sorcerer. Symarra, you dabble in sorcery. What do you make of this? Do you know? Could it be a spell? Cypress said he already went to apothecary and...
It sounds a little darker than the magic that I touch upon, but thanks for outing me there, Solis.
Oh, well, I didn't think she was another cover.
Suspicious town. There does seem to be a lot of mystery talking about surrounding Harrowstone and what happened to the professor there. I do think that maybe someone with a little bit more knowledge of I don't know. I've got spellcraft, but it'd be like knowledge.
So explain to me what you're trying to do, and I'll tell you how you can try to
I don't know. I wanted to sort of ask him if he'd heard rumors and stuff about people, like maybe the taint growing or the people staying up at night and being ghosted and stuff, which has happened. So that's good. I'm really bad at this. I'm sorry, everyone.
No, Tash. How about this?
I'm like, this is great. I sit here and I'm like, this is great. It's like watching a film.
So let me suggest this. Why don't you ask Bub if during your time of, well, I guess you wouldn't be studying because you're a sorceress. I guess it would be pretty innate. And any time that you would have done any research at all, maybe even just about yourself and your upbringing, would you have come across anything that would describe a certain magic like this? Like,
Okay,
you can inquire into what you actually would know or what you can know to him. And then through dice roll and your skills, he'll sort of decide that for you.
Correct.
Okay, because in my story, I went on some journeys with the professor and I assisted him on some expedition kind of thing.
Right.
Great.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect.
Then just ask him if there was anything that you learned there that might explain what's happening, or if
Has
there's
the
something else that
professor
you-
mentioned anything about Harrowstone to me before? Or am I familiar with what he was looking at?
Likely not, actually. It's very
researching.
unlikely that you would have discovered anything regarding Harrowstone, and he would have brought it up just because he wasn't really so much like a necromancer, but he was a bit of a fanatic. When he, like a pit bull, whenever he would find something that he liked, he'd kind of latch on and hold onto that. There was no letting go for him. He was very tenacious. So whenever he found something that he enjoyed or something that just kind of like tickled that funny bone, he had to consume as much as he possibly could. But when it came to Harrowstone, never spoke of it to you.
Okay. I think shy of going there ourselves, I'm not sure how much more we can learn from the people who are very suspicious in this town. Maybe we could talk to Gib and see if we can explore to see if maybe the professor left something there for us to find.
Solis slams his hand. I think you're onto something. Say we should go to the town hall. Is that what Kendra said? And he looks around for Kendra.
Kendra is probably she was just coming in to get some meats and then she was leaving.
Right. Right.
She's probably already left, to be honest. If you guys were waiting for food, she grabbed her cuts of meat that she needed and she would have walked back. Especially since it's not that far.
Good. So I think we should go. He starts to low down and whisper. I think we should go to the town hall. Get the permission we need. And we need to really look into this place.
Man, I think we should get the 5 of us together. And we know who the 5 of us are. The 5 people who walked up, And I think we need to sit down and we need to have a little chat.
Hey, agreed.
Nix, can I get a fortitude save from you?
What?
A fortitude save.
You're kind of plastered right now. So
Maybe. You have been... It's not like you've been trying to keep up with Mogar, but seeing this mammoth of a man...
Everything's a game to you.
Didn't you have 2 shots as well? I'm just saying.
I'm a magician. What do you want from me?
She did. On a mission. From Mogar?
When I say
You want to see these ales disappear? I got you.
Go ahead and on your character sheet,
Yeah.
beneath your stats, where it says like strength, dex, con, there should be an area that says fortitude or fort reflex will. Roll a d20 plus your fort.
Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't drink.
And I'm sorry, you wanted for fortitude?
Yes.
Okay.
Setting the DC at 14. Okay.
Yikes.
And you got a 13.
Nice.
You got a 13. So
Yeah.
you are, I guess, in this case, a little pissed. You're a little knackered. You're feeling it. The effect is kind of coming on. You're not like gone, right? You're not like titties, but
You go pee and you realize that you're a little bit drunk, but you haven't realized up until that point.
yeah.
Yeah, like you get up and you're kind of like, oh dear
Yeah.
God.
Okay.
Your natural proclivities will have dampered, and you feel a bit more confident.
Yay.
Mix needs more confidence.
Yeah.
Dear God, help us.
Solis, Cypress, and Symarra, when you look back, Mogar has just finished his third that he's kind of pushed to the side. And Nyx is just reaching the bottom of her first. And you can just see her legs, like, kicking like a little kid's on the stool.
Oh, God.
This is gonna be awesome.
Next
Shall we?
thing to Mogar.
Mogar burps
I
super
really
loud.
like you, dude. I know, like that you don't really like me, and I know that you just don't really like anybody, but like I like you. I think you're a really cool monster. Like I think that you're really cool, and I love the axe, and I love the whole look you got going on here. Like it's very nice. It's all of it's really nice. I just wanted to like break the ice and tell you how much I think that you're cool and stuff, and I really hope that we could be friends, Mogar. I really do. I hope so bad.
So Mogar, while she's doing that, I'm guessing, are you touching me? Did you?
Yes.
Okay. So
As much as I can reach, I am touching everything. I'm just.
Oh!
So Mogar, of course, does not like being touched, no matter what. He's just finished his third beer, as you stated. Plops it down. I didn't burp yet. We were in mid sentence.
Okay.
So I bring it down and says, 1. Mogar is no monster. Mogar is orc. 2. Do not touch Mogar.
Nyx's hair is just like flying from his like breath.
Symarra's just interested that
And
he can
then I burp after I
count to
say all
2.
that. Burp.
Sure.
We're just like, you can count to 2.
I didn't mean to offend you in any way. I am so sorry. I forgot what you were. I'm so sorry. God, I could just be so insensitive.
Zokar stumbles up and he's like,
Well, that's a lovely show. It's great. This is all. It's just one big act. I swears it is. It's fun. Listen, why don't you calm down, mate? Bring it down from an 11 to like a 2.
Me?
Well, you're already like a 2 physically. If he could bring it down to a 2, that would be great too.
Oh, okay.
Mogar just snarls, and then just goes back
Listen,
and just looks
you
down.
stop it.
and he's got his finger up on your nose.
I don't have to
Next
serve
time.
you.
Maybe
You put your
you
finger
should,
on my nose?
Yeah.
I don't have to serve you. Behave yourselves.
And then you just see him just shaking like,
maybe
he doesn't say anything. He just, because you just touched him, so he's getting even, he's becoming into that fury mode.
Sure. So Zokar starts empty. He's like,
Are you triggered, boy?
Are you mad? Are you angry? So Solis just walks up and says, well, I was going to interrupt this, but do go on.
Oh, look! I saw more beer outside.
You saw what? A bear? Oh.
And more beer. Or a bear.
he'll take
Bear's beer.
he'll take the cost of your food. It's clearly that you guys
Yeah,
have subsided and said that it's
How do
time for you to
we
leave.
take away from our monies? Is it? It can be edited?
Yeah, you should be able to edit that.
Oh, okay, cool. I can. Boom. There we go.
I think I had to press a button for it, but it works. How much was mine? I had meatballs and
Yeah.
We'll say 4 copper. If you guys had the steak, then it's 6 copper. If you buy the meal, then you'll get a nail in the house.
Well, I had mine. Did mine cover since the ale was how much copper?
Yeah, you put like 2 silvers down, didn't you?
You threw down 2 silvers, and you're like, Mogar, just take care of, keep her
Right.
from panicking.
So for mine, I had a steak, and I just had the regular stout. So I'll just give 1 more silver.
Yeah.
And I'll give 1 more plus to like keep the change.
I just pressed a button, and I don't know what I did.
What?
Okay, sorry. I pressed something in Foxit Reader, and I'm like, where's it gone?
Oh, I thought you press a button and it automatically did. I was like, damn.
Hey,
That
Bub,
would've
can you
been
check
cool.
Discord?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so we're all out now, and are we like
We're gonna
we
like
are in
meet.
this-
Yeah.
in the circle area, I guess?
Are we leaving the tavern to talk, or?
Well, I feel like there's gonna be a fight
Yeah.
with Mogar and Zokar.
So,
No.
yeah, suggest that. Say, you could like suggest that, I guess, in there. I think we should leave or something.
Yeah. Oh, wait, it did. No shouting.
Okay.
So we've paid up. I'm like, I feel like we let's all head out. Let's catch up in the north where people can't overhear us.
I think that's a good idea. So Solis kind of pats Mogar on the back and like, Mogar, let's go. He's just hoping he doesn't freak out because I just paid your goddamn tail.
Wait a minute.
Still shaking.
You're not supposed to touch Mogar. You're not supposed
No, but he did cover my pay, so Mogar, still shaking, sees who touched him. At the same time, still is a little coherent that he knows that he paid for him because I don't have any coin. I still have 2 copper that I believe that I still have that I never had before. So I just still shakingly just turn away from Zokar and just follow, still shaking to with Solis. Or Solis.
And then Solis grabs the back of Nyx's shirt or whatever she's wearing and just kind of carries her with her feet dangling.
Ah!
Zokar! Thank you so much for your hospitality. We'll see you later.
He signs you off, and you guys are good to go. So, back out into Ravengrow itself.
Yeah,
I want to try to like huddle them together, like call them to sort of, kind of away from most of the townspeople and just try to find a quiet spot where we can sort of huddle a little bit. Maybe not figuratively, but
In the middle of the town itself, it seems as if most people avoid this small grassy area. It's sort of like it's a shrine of cases, but there is a gazebo. This is regarded as quote-unquote the town square. It's a simple wooden gazebo in the center of what remains of a singular grassy area, a plaza, if you will. This is typically where they would use this as like a platform for large announcements or for gatherings, things like that, but most people tend to not come here. There's no business when nobody's announcing anything. Most people are avoiding the gazebo, so this is a good spot for you.
Okay, so I sort of get them around the gazebo, and I just kind of level with them. And I say, you guys seem like some really fine people, man. Some really fine people. And, we all obviously had a very soft spot for PD. Petros, man. But listen, guys, from just talking to the locals and everything that I've learned, and I kind of go into more detail to the rest of the group about the gravekeepers and the conversation I had and the apothecary, and I sort of just build up to this, this point, which is, guys, this could be a very serious thing that we're getting into, man. Like, I've seen corruption before. It's never pretty. But when there is necrotic auras around dead corpses and murder mysteries, man, and
keep the change.
like just crazy stuff, people not being able to sleep and hearing voices, we're going to be dealing with some very dark things. And I just want to know what kind of people you are. Like, are you the kind of people that I'm going to be able to count on, man? Like, when things get rough, like if we're really going to find out what's going on with Petros and Petey, and my eyes are starting to get a little watery as I'm starting to say this. And I'm kind of looking at each of them as I'm speaking. Like, do you understand how dangerous this will be?
Well, I'm quite solemn, and I want to find out what happened to the professor. He was such an influence on my life, and I did go on some journeys with him, so I know it can get dangerous. I'm ready to do what it takes to find out what happened to him and make sure that it doesn't happen to someone else.
Solis walks up and puts his hand on Cypress and says, well, actually, I don't really give a damn about the professor, but I owe him a great deal of favor. He takes out his dagger and spins it. He's like, I'm a damn good aim. You have my bow.
Tell him to set up the alley-oop.
Darren.
Mogar, he nods and says, Mogar will definitely come because he came here for one reason, and was to understand what happened to the professor. And that is my only goal. Whatever it takes, we shall find it. And if it means together, Mogar understands.
I picture that the whole group is kind of like in a real huddle, like how you see in like movies for basketball teams.
You're not
They're
even.
just, like,
Nobody's touching me, though. You can't touch me.
No. Solis can.
They're
Solis
hover
can.
handing you right now. They're just.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Solis can touch you though, but everyone else is hover handing. So Nyx is so tiny, she doesn't really reach up. So I just picture her kind of in the middle, like the center, just kind of like, yeah, but sorry.
Solis looks down and say, God, how long have you been there?
I'm the cutest little munchkin in this troop. But we are going to definitely revenge. God damn it. Avenge my dad. And it's going to be amazing. But you guys, I don't know if you knew this about me because we haven't really had a chance to talk at all. But I'm a magician. I'm a traveling magician. It would be so wonderful to have assistants in my tricks now. I'm just so excited. So I just wanted to tell you. So it's okay. It's okay, right? It's okay that we do this. It's okay.
I sort of look at Nyx very seriously, and I say, you know what, little one? I don't think you get it. And I just sort of look at her for a second. I'm like, the shit we're gonna get into is heavy.
Oh, it's nothing. You guys are worrying too much. Look on the brighter side of things, will you, for once? Come on.
I look to the other people, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what to think about Nyx. I don't know what the fuck this midget person is. Right now, the way that I'm thinking, in Cypress's mind is just filled with necromancy and corruption and possession and all these things. Honestly, he's sort of weighing out how close really was I with PD? How deep do I really want to go into this shit? These are complete strangers to me. If I'm gonna do this, all right, we're gonna do it as a team. But he's seeing Nyx, and Nyx is not getting it. She's just on another fucking planet. So
Can I cast a spell on Nyx to put drench on her so she'll sober up a little bit?
Oh,
Sure, yeah, that's
do
fine.
it.
Would that work?
What does this look like for the narrative? What do you just go boof and it happens, or
Can it please be like a bucket of water pouring on me?
just gonna floosh? I floosh it.
Floosh. It's like Hadouken, but with water.
Okay, sure.
So it's not all over her body, it's just in her face a little bit.
Sure. There's a small synapse of arcane energy from Symarra's palms, and water just erupts from her palms, covering Nyx. You just get flashed in the face with this, probably a bucket's worth of water.
Nyx, this is serious, okay? I know that this is a trying time for you, but you have to take this seriously.
I am taking this seriously, madam. Come on, look at the 5 of us. Look at us. Anything could actually stop us from achieving anything? Please.
I look at the group. Cypress looks around at the group, and he realizes for the first time that he might be the most normal one out of them. And that thought frightens him.
Solis's hair flicking.
The only person that maybe normal, maybe is Tash's character, maybe. But all she does is eat. She does.
It's metabolism, okay? She needs to eat as much as she can when she can.
You never know when you're gonna need that energy.
Yes.
Right.
So
It's-
did we
it's
decide
cheaper
on if we're going? Oh no,
Right.
we're huddling around.
We're
Right.
Ooh.
We need to talk about
team
it.
building. We're deciding if we are a team.
Okay, so now
Let's get down to business. No, I'm kidding.
So I believe we're going on the Imperium journey.
Wait, your spell didn't work?
She's a very
She's sober. She's like this
She's
sober.
not pissed now.
It'd be funny if she's drunk, she's serious, and she's not.
So, all things considered inside of this group, each of you have your respective decisions to make. You have been offered a very unlikely gathering, and it is up to you if you'd like to adventure with each other, but you have a common cause. Someone very dear to you in one manner or another has passed away, and you all believe that this is far more than just a mere coincidence. Some things just aren't adding up, and there are some suspicious things that are happening inside of Raven Grow. Now, at this point, you must decide what is the next angle you tackle. You've gone into town, you've met a handful of the locals. You guys decide. Where do you go? What does this look like?
Solis stands up from his crouch position and says, I think we shall take action. I think we need to work our magic from the front and come
from the
down.
back.
Exactly, Nix, I think. So what I'm proposing is we go to Hawthorne. It's called Hawthorne, right?
Harrowstone.
Hawthorne Heights. Harrowstone.
Do we need permission before we go? From Oopsie McGee.
Harrowstone is for lovers.
God damn
God damn it.
Well, if that's where we need to go, like, all right, man. But I think we need to like go to the town hall first.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was mentioned by
Karen.
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 Sorry.
Who's
I
Karen?
had a little, it's a little hard for me. We're getting ready to get into some serious stuff, and Cypress, I understand where you're coming from. I don't think the others have a grasp on it, but I think if we go together, we can conquer anything.
I sort of nod towards Solis. It's pretty apparent that like he's on my level. Like he understands what I'm talking about, and he makes me feel more comforted about the whole group, including Nyx. I sort of look at Mogar, and Mogar's probably the other person that I probably would
He's
look
real
to
serious.
a little bit. Yeah, something more serious. And I kind of looked at him, and I was like, "You ready to go figure this thing out, man?"
That's you, Daniel.
Mogar, you ready to figure this thing out? Cypress asks.
Yes. Says yes.
All right, that's it. That's all I needed was a yes. I actually gotta head out, guys.
Got you.
But this is probably a good time to part.
Mhm.
But thank you guys so much for having me.
Thanks for being, man.
Yeah,
We still have like an hour 15 if you guys are still good to continue.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Then let's take a brief break and I'll rework the cameras. Thank you, Ello, for
Thanks,
joining
Ello.
us. Will you be good for next week then?
Yeah, I'll be good for next week. Yeah, tonight's a little bit special situation, so
Okay. All right. Well, then we'll take a little bit of a break, and upon our return, we'll have the camera set back up, and we will continue this adventure, guys. So we'll see you momentarily. The noises are so odd. All right. Be right back, guys. Hang tough.